MMA Marks Podcast. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? This is MMA Marks, man. Two guys that love to mark out on all things MMA. I'm your host, Rick, and as always, right next to me is the man, the myth, the UFC 4 connoisseur, the inspiration himself. What's up, bud? How you doing?
I love that we have the chat over here.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking awesome. That's a new thing for our video, and that would be good for like the VODs if you miss it. You get to see what people are saying in the chat, and you know, on the YouTube videos as well.
Definitely.
I think it's cool.
Definitely. Thank you for that idea and that execution, because I wouldn't know how to do it. I'm just learning all this stuff.
No, you did it pretty much yourself. I just helped you.
Yeah.
How'd you like the fights, man? How'd you like the fights?
Oh, man. My boy Aldo back. I can't. Oh, it was such a good fight to see. And, I mean, we had a lot of good fights, dude. A lot of good fights. The whole thing was great. Like, it was sad to see that Derrick Lewis didn't show up the way he should have, but it was great to see all the cool fights. You know, you got Bobby Green and Rafael, Fazeez, the whole Fazeez. I mean, the prelims were like, wow, dude, don't sleep on the prelims.
Yeah, the prelims are fun, dude.
Miles Johns.
Honestly, it was a good night.
Miles Johns, Manel Cape. I mean, those guys were out to win it and put it all out there. I mean, we even got another shocker with Vicente Luque shocking the world with that submission. I mean,
didn't it shock somebody in the Fight Pick Championship? Our boy Peacemaker called it to a fucking T.
Wow.
Before it happened in the fucking Fight Pick Championship Discord.
Wow, dude. What, he
Literally
called a Darce and everything?
choke.
Oh,
He fucking literally called a Darce.
wow. Big up to Peacemaker. Go follow that guy. He knows what he's talking about right there. Holy shit.
Dude.
Wow. But look, let's start off from the bottom, because not very many fights were even boring. I mean, I was expecting one or two to be messed up, but I mean, all these fights had their moments. Had great time with UFC 265. UFC 265, man, it was great. So let's start at the bottom. We got Johnny Munoz taking on Jamie Simmons. What'd you think about that fight, man?
Who won that one again? I'm sorry.
It was Johnny Munoz submission, second round.
That guy Jamie Simpson just looks like he's not getting it together. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about that fight, but I remember thinking like this guy Jamie is just kind of falling short, and he's 5'5", so he's pretty short. You know, we know all about short fucks because we are them. But you know,
yeah.
It just seems like he's not getting it together.
He got his bag taken, and it was a rear naked choke, correct? I'm pretty sure that's how.
I don't remember. Like I said, I'm trying to remember the fights. I'm gonna pull up.
Okay. So
I'll pull it up. Don't worry.
But next we had Victoria Leonardo taking on Melissa Gatto. That wasn't a bad fight. I was happy with that fight. There was a lot of back and forth, but Melissa Gatto was just too much for Leonardo. Her striking was on point, and jabbed her up, man. Jabbed her up damn good. Knocked her on her ass and put her to sleep. It was great. Not too many times you get a knockout.
That was when the bitch was whipping her ass. Gatto was winning, and broke her arm or some shit, and then she was like, "I can continue." In that.
Oh yeah, was it? I thought that was the Carolina.
The doctor touched the arm and was like, "Nope, she's done. She can't continue."
Oh shit, that's right. I thought it was Carolina. I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. But so yeah, Melissa Gatto was losing, right? And then Leonardo couldn't continue because her arm was broke right here in her forearm area.
But she said she could tough it out. I like that. She had the little fighter spirit going, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I totally messed up, but I knew it was a striking battle. Oh yeah. But here, I think this was one of my favorite fights of the night right here, man. I put this up on my Instagram. If you didn't check it out, go check it out. Miles Jon versus Anderson dos Santos, man. What heart, what boxing. This was awesome. He ducks the right hand, left hook to the body, cocked the right hand back, and blasted this dude in the chin, knocked him clean out. Oh, and he hit this combination at least 4 or 5 times in the fight. At least 4 or 5.
How familiar? How familiar?
Okay, let's go down this fantasy land. Let's go down this fantasy land. Okay, how did this work?
When me and Ricky boxed, that's the same combo, except I was fucking haymaker in the fucking hand to the head.
Yeah.
And the last time I wanted to do it, Ricky randomly got some Anderson Silva in him and fucking just threw the jab right out when I was in midair. I was in midair throwing the most devastating. I don't even just a jumping haymaker. I was trying to kill him, hillbilly style. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Fucking murder him.
This is the magic of perspective, because from my perspective, you were losing every bit of that fight, and I mean, hey,
I was whipping your ass, boy.
It is what it is, you know. Sometimes
we gonna rematch, brother.
Well, I mean, bring your ass up here. We'll rematch.
Nah, you gotta come to Florida.
No, crazy people in Florida.
Yeah, well, I'll teach you how to wrestle with the Gators.
Yeah, I ain't getting bit by no fucking gator. Crazy. But anyway, Miles Jon and Anderson dos Santos, dude. Look, Anderson dos Santos knew in the beginning of the 3rd round that he was not winning that fight. He knew, he was gassed, he was getting outstruck. So what did he do? He didn't run. He stood in the center of the ring and said, "Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna get through this, and either I'm going to knock you out or you're going to knock me out. This is not going to the judges." And man, did Miles Johns deliver, right? I mean, that combo looks so sweet in real time and in slow motion. I had to record it and put it up on Instagram, man. It was great. And then
I like that fight. It was a very fun fight to watch.
And then the very next fight, Tate, O'Day Osborne. Man, we knew that it was not going to go to distance. I was surprised when you said that O'Day Osborne was going to go all the way with this. But
yeah, I thought he was going to be safe with it, you know?
I did too at first look, but as soon as they got in there, Manel was not playing. He backed up, switched stance, flying knee to the face. Wow.
Yeah, but he didn't even make weight.
Oh, he didn't make weight?
Yo, he was literally saying about a bonus, and DC cut him off mid-post-fight interview in the octagon and said, I think it was DC.
Yeah.
But he said, you got to make weight to get bonuses.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
damn.
he threw it in his face.
Damn, hit him hard. He missed it by 3 pounds, Tragic? Holy shit. 3 pounds.
That's fucked, bro.
Yeah, you got to try a little harder than that, man. Maybe this... But look, the knockout was great. Look, as long as you can miss weight a little bit...
That's why DC used that towel. He needed that fucking bonus.
Oh, DC is one of his coaches. That's why DC taking liberties out there. Okay, I see. But look, if you miss weight, you better win, and you better win good. And Menefield did not disappoint. That was another highlight reel finish. Switching stance to a flying knee, man. That caught O'Day off guard completely. He was not prepared for that and just went out like a light.
Yeah, he seems like he's ready. Like, even though he lost 2 in a row, I liked how he said, like, he's kind of got an old school mentality where he's like saying he's the toughest motherfucker out there. He's saying he can't be put to sleep. So that's pretty interesting. That's kind of like a, you know what I mean? Like, I'm invested now. I want to see if somebody can knock his ass out.
Right. Hell yeah, give him somebody that's worth a fuck. See if he's gonna. Who's
that was kind of rude to O'Day, but okay.
No, I'm not saying that O'Day's not worth anything, but I mean, like, Give him a ranked guy. Give him a really ranked guy, and
Or
we'll see.
give him the power striker. See if he can not get knocked out.
Yeah, that'll work.
What weight class is this? 135?
Yes. Who
I don't
you
even
give?
know who to give.
Give him Kai. Or no, that's a flyweight. Who's in 135 that's big?
Song Yadong.
Yeah. But I mean, he was in this too. He put on a hell of a show with Casey Kenny that we're going to get into a little bit. But so next fight we had Karol Kovacevic taking on Jessica Pena. Carolina Kovacevic, man. Can we all collectively say time to give it up? This is her 5th loss in a row. Carolina, I think, definitely needs to either take a hard look, but I really think that she needs to hang him up, man. She got armbarred here, and Jessica Pena just coming back from a long layoff, gets in there, gets the win, just like she wanted to. But Carolina, I don't know, man. Time to hang it up.
For me, I question whether she wants to do it or not, because she seemed like she, in her eyes and in her like body language and stuff. To me, she gave off vibes like she was ready to start crying from losing before the fight even started. And I'm like, I question whether she still has that fighter spirit, if she still wants to go. She was winning the fight with the striking and then goes to the ground knowing that she has a considerable advantage in the striking.
Yeah.
But she chose to go to the grappling with somebody who was a better grappler than her. Like got armbarred like a fucking dummy.
Yeah, it didn't show very high fighter IQ at that moment. Like you gotta pick your battles, and you were winning on his feet. You need to stay on the feet. Don't try to take your opponent in their world to win. That's not smart.
Or take some advice from Strickland in his corner. Don't reward him. Let him up and punish him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's the way you should have.
Don't go to the ground to him. That's actually making it easier on her. It's exactly what it was. Like you said, fighter IQ.
Oh, definitely. Look, with Jessica Pena, or isn't it with Amanda? When Amanda Nunes' fight, how Pena was trying to call for an interim title. Now, I think that if you're going to have an interim title for the heavyweight, why not have one for the females? What's the difference? What do you think, bud? What's the difference?
What's the point, bro?
Because that's how Dana White put it. It's apples to oranges. It's not the same. Who cares? Which, in return, I say you're shooting yourself in the foot, because now you're taking that whole division that you have GOAT status with Amanda and saying it ain't worth a damn.
Yeah, Juliana Pena and Jessica Penne. I think we were saying it wrong.
Yeah, I was saying Jessica Penne. But, okay, so it's Juliana Penne. But
no, Juliana. Hold on.
Jessica
Juliana Pena. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then Jessica Penne.
You're right. You're right.
No, I'm just reading and I'm remembering that we're saying it wrong.
Okay. So we'll just use first names, okay? Juliana deserves a title fight. 100%.
Why?
Why does she? Because she's the only one that hasn't really fought Amanda. And she was there to fight Amanda, and Amanda pulled out. So you get that fight now. You have to get that. You can't say, Amanda, oh, go ahead and go fight somebody, because now it looks like Amanda's ducking. And you and I both know that Amanda's not.
Like Amanda.
You know
Fine,
that.
Hey, you know what they should do?
What?
What weight class is this?
135. Yeah.
Miesha Tate fight Juliana.
That would be cool for the interim title, right?
Yeah. If
I'm agreeing.
If Amanda Nunes is gonna be going for
right.
long.
But Amanda says she's back training and can fight in December. So who?
Fuck it. Interim title for #1 contendership
Right.
next week.
I'm down for that one. So what did you think about the next fight? The next fight on the card is Alonzo Menefield taking on Ed Herman.
Look, Herman's a fucking an old school dude. He won that third round.
Yeah, he did, but I think it was because Alonzo got tired.
Doesn't matter. I'm just saying that Ed Herman refused to fucking. You know what I mean? Ed Herman showed some fucking spirit there. That's all I'm saying. I was impressed. I was impressed with Herman for how bad he was doing, and then seeing how confident and how much he was just refusing to take a back step. You know what I mean?
It's not like he had a leg to stand on, though. I mean,
but he didn't give a shit. Still, you know, he was getting leg kicked, getting his legs kicked out from under him, and throwing bombs with it, bro.
He didn't have. Okay, there's a difference between not giving a crap or giving a fuck or whatever, not caring, and then there's the, oh, I have nothing left out of desperation, I'm gonna throw these haymakers.
No, that's my point. It wasn't like he didn't give a fuck. He gave a fuck completely, and he was giving everything, even though he was down and out. Kevin was saying that he thinks Menefield laid off the leg as a respecting towards Ed Herman. When we were watching, he was like, "No, for real." He's like, Menefield is giving him that, laying off his leg and just trying to let him see what happens. I said, I mean, in my head, I'm like, well, I like people that finish, but I kind of saw what he was saying when he pointed it out.
He didn't destroy the leg like he could have.
When it was hurt, he didn't attack it, and and it was like he was giving. But the thing about Ed, and that's the difference. I feel like Alonzo Menefield kind of didn't have killer instinct in that moment.
Right.
But I felt like Ed Herman would have fucking killed him the first chance he got.
100% he would have, and should have.
That's why I like Ed Herman better still. You know what I mean?
I could not doubt the heart of Ed Herman in this fight. I mean, his chin was impeccable. His heart was right there. He did not check a single leg kick.
He didn't give a fuck. But not, you know what I mean?
But at the second round, I mean, he was throwing bombs just to throw them because he couldn't really pivot. He couldn't backstep. He couldn't sidestep. He couldn't slide. He couldn't circle. He couldn't do anything but walk forward, and that's all he did: walk forward and throw bombs.
Yeah, but he didn't accept the loss and just go into just don't get finished mode.
Right.
The whole time he went for it. It was desperation to try to win.
I agree.
That's what I like. You know what I mean? There's
a
difference. There's people out there that'll just do their best not to get finished, and they accept the loss. He never accepted that loss. He always kept trying.
That was like the theme of this fight card. Everybody went out and did not play it safe.
Yeah.
Nobody played it safe in this card. And I love that, man. And it paid off for a lot of people. Paid off for Miles Johns, paid off for Manel Cape, it paid off for Alonzo Menefield. It even paid off for Ed Herman. Like you're saying, you come out liking Ed more and want to see more of him. I mean, Ed Herman's a old school veteran who's been in the game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, what did you think about the next fight?
Since Ultimate Fighter 3, bro.
Whew, that's a long time. That's 2007. Good Lord.
Probably earlier. Are you sure?
Ultimate Fighter 1 was 2005. So I'm just saying every year.
It was in 2006, bitch.
Oh. Whatever. I was close. What did you think about the next fight, man? Vince Morales taking on Draco Rodriguez.
Okay, so I like Draco Rodriguez 100% better.
What?
Than Vince Morales.
Why?
Vince looks good, but Draco, however you say that, Rodriguez, he had to move forward the whole fucking time. Vince never moved forward.
He didn't have to. if the freight train is running at you, man, or the bull's running at you, you don't run at the bull. You sidestep him and punch him in the face.
Draco was fighting with intent. Vince was fighting to win, I guess.
I see it differently. Draco was fighting with aggression. Vince was fighting with technical skill.
Correct.
And skill won out. I mean, he just
Not always.
He sidestepped him, pieced him up. Sidestepped him, pieced him up. He was moving backwards the whole fight and countering. I mean, that's difficult.
He was also getting hit a few pretty good amount of times too.
He was. He has a nice chin on him. I mean, it's a tough ass chin. Oh man, I can't. I want to talk about this fight. This next fight. Vince Morales wins via decision, but this next fight, man, this fight. For me, this was fight of the night.
Dude, I love fights. I guess I love Bobby Green, and now I love Fazeez even more.
So Bobby Green, and is it Rafael Fazeez or is it Rafael Fazeez or Rafa Fazeez?
I don't fucking know, dude. Just call him Fazeez, dude.
Fazeez. We're gonna say Green and Fazeez. Okay.
What up, Wolfman? How you doing, homie?
Finally, what's up, brother? Look, Fazeez was I think he was better equipped to beat Bobby Green. He worked the body, he worked the kicks because he couldn't hit Bobby Green at all in the first round, man. Bobby Green was bobbing and weaving and ducking and just countering. He looked phenomenal in this first round. But again, Fazeez stopped, rethought it, and adjusted in the round and kept kicking the body to get up on that strike count. And he took that first round because of that.
Yeah.
And then
I love the way he kicks like that. It's like really good body kicks. I don't know. It's just kind of closer in.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
How did the second round go, man?
Second round, I would say Bobby Green kind of got the shit kicked out of him again.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is it was awesome for me. What I loved about it was Bobby Green's got his mannerisms and his thing, and fucking Fazeez was doing the same thing. They were making each other miss, fucking giving a little sauce with it. You know, taunting each other,
talking shit the whole time,
mimicking each other's movements.
Yeah,
fucking, making each other miss and stuff. And honestly, it was a very, very fun fight. And Bobby Green, I believe, won the third round.
100%. This is what I want to get into about this fight.
Judges and stuff, right?
Yeah, I want to get into this. Okay, Bobby Green whips his ass in the third round. Fazeez gets really tired. He's obviously tired. He's thrown a lot of strikes, a lot of kicks. And on the top of that, he is walking backwards and moving, circling out. He's doing everything he can, everything he should. But in the third round, he gets really tired. Really tired. And Bobby Green starts to come back. And Bobby Green, I like to say, is like the James Toney of MMA. He fights with his hands down. He shoulder rolls. He goes with punches. His head movement was on point. And then he's talking smack and punching you in the face 2 and 3 times, each combination, just like James Toney. And what happened in the third round was exactly that. I mean, he was ducking, diving, moving, shoulder rolling, and piecing him up left and right. Fazeez was hurt. And what does the judges do? One judge scores 30-27 for Fazeez. How is that even possible? How is that even possible?
Racist.
I mean, that's a possibility. It's not off the table, but it's a possibility. But so I was listening to Chael, and Chael covered this topic, and he was saying that he talked to one of the judges, and one of the judges said that he could not score the fight for Bobby Green because he was shaking his head no most of the fight. Now,
what the fuck's that even mean?
I don't know. He's saying I can't award points to a fighter who's showing negative thoughts. Now, I didn't understand this. But as I went back and I watched the fight again, I watched Bobby Green fight again because that comment threw me for a loop. Like, who cares what his head's shaking? Like, he's saying, no, that didn't hurt me. No, that didn't hurt me. But if you look at the fight again and you watch it, every time Fazeez hits him, he shakes it off and says, nope, that didn't hurt. But what that does is draws attention to the fact that you got hit. And it's saying, oh, he hit him. He hit him again. Oh, he hit him again. He hit him again. Again. Every time
that
he hit him.
He was shaking his head no, saying it didn't land properly. No, you didn't land. No, you didn't land.
But if you look at the fight again, it looks like it did. You got to look at it. The ref, or I mean, the judge is not looking at a TV screen. He's looking at the actual fight. So it's like...
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that.
I mean, even the commentary looked through a TV.
Not all the time. I mean, they're right there.
But I would suspect the judges probably do.
If anybody knows, for real, like, I'm guessing that they don't because they sit cage side. But I could be wrong. But, I mean, even still, like, I could see where the judge is saying every time Fazeez tries to hit him, it lands because Bobby's reacting. And every time Bobby hits Fazeez is standing like a statue, like bat, bat, and just keeps going. Bat, bat, doesn't show no emotion. I can see to an untrained judge that you got to go for Fazeez on that one because he's making Bobby Green react.
No, it's like motherfucker like making you miss and just going, you missed, you know?
Yeah, but it's
like, nah, that's the attitude that's behind it. It's not, no, you didn't hurt me.
I'm
almost 100% positive that that's what it wholeheartedly was from his point of view.
I understand that, but from an untrained eye, that's what I can see. Like, I'm trying to look at it through like a casual fan. Like,
but you and I, whoever, if you're a judge, you're not a casual fan at all. Probably more of an expert than most of us.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think these judges need to have better credentials than what they do.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm saying that you may be correct about this person might not know what they're watching.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this, it needs to be more strict. They need to know if that person's qualified or not.
Who needs to know?
The commission, I guess.
The commission needs to know if the judge is qualified.
Yeah, they need more requirements for him.
I agree.
If you're able to accept that they didn't understand that he was saying no, like, no, you missed me.
Right.
And he literally gave the fight to him because he was shaking his head every time he made homie miss. Then yeah, they need to fucking fire that guy and get better judges because that's incorrect.
It is incorrect, and it's not good. I don't like it.
Definitely do not agree with that.
Right. It was messed up, but at the end,
2 out of 3 of the rounds was, I could go for that. 2 out of 3, when it was a close fight. If you told me they were fighting again tomorrow, I'd fucking tune in.
Fucking right. I might even pay for that.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I loved the fight. I thought it was a fun fight to watch, and they're both really cool guys, and I loved it. But I don't understand the judging behind that. Mostly the third round, but to just say that that's to say that as if it's a real legitimate thing. That's what they're like picking the fighter off of.
Right. That's scary.
Yeah.
It's
like saying that's where I keep telling you where maybe like somebody like TJ Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen. You got Dillashaw who's openly cut pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then you got Sandhagen who's not that bad, but he's getting hit a lot more. You know, just because one, and maybe not that fight in particular, but other fights that are similar like that. But the other guy's been doing most of the damage. It's just the other guy, that guy's wearing it better.
Yeah. Yeah, you know? And it's sad. I mean, these judges definitely need better credentials, and that could help. But like you said, it wouldn't have made a difference in the result because Rafael Fazeez beat Bobby Green 2-1. I just thought it was crazy that
I feel like
he's getting 3 rounds.
the judge that said that,
Mm-hmm.
which, like I said, I but whatever. I feel like they would have scored the fight for Chris Montano.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's crazy.
He never fucking shook his head no. He just stood there like a statue.
Yeah, but Chris looked like a different person after it was done. He didn't even look like the same dude.
He wasn't shaking his head no, though. That's for goddamn sure. You saying, come on.
Yeah, he was.
Like a bitch.
He definitely was.
He's standing there like a statue. So if that's what it takes to be the fucking winner in that judge's eye, you just gotta be a tough son of a bitch.
Good Lord, yeah. That is true. All right.
Speaking of tough son of a bitch, Dong Song stole the win with the fucking split decision.
Man, I was on pins and needles on that one. Song Yadong, Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny is one of those fighters that you want to see win. You want to see him win. You want to see him do good. You want to see him succeed. And he's supposed to weaponize this pace that he has, but Song Yadong kept up with the pace. And it was an even fight. Man. After Song won, Song Yadong wins via decision, split decision, like you said. But man, afterwards I felt for Casey Kenny, like, come on, man, this guy's coming off with a second loss. Like, you feel bad for the guy. He just lost to Dominic Cruz. Now he's losing to Song Yadong. I feel bad for this guy, but then again,
I mean, that's two guys. That's two notable guys he's losing to. He didn't look bad against Cruz. He didn't look bad against Song. So he's not losing much stock here. He just needs to get on a winning side of the record. That's all.
Yeah, but it comes into question, like, is he just like the measuring stick for UFC caliber, or can he actually contend for a title?
No, he's definitely in the top 10 or so probably. And I think that he's finding his place right now, but I think he's gonna get a win after this, and I think Song's gonna have a challenge next probably, but I don't know who it's gonna be. Probably a very challenging fight. But Casey Kenny, I think they'll give him a gimme.
Yeah.
I don't think UFC's done with Casey Kenny.
No, I don't think so either. And they're just getting started with Song Yadong. I mean, Chinese.
Give me, a stylistically good matchup for him.
Yeah. So what did you think about Song Yadong? I mean, straight right hands. The guy's from China. He changed out of Team Alpha Male. I mean, the sky's the limit for this kid.
You know what I mean?
Huh?
I like him and I don't, because sometimes he's a bit too, he loses his sense of urgency. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Where the aggression is not there in the later rounds. He's kind of just, this fight is going to go to decision, so let me play it safe. But in this one, he was kind of playing it safe, but not really. Like, he was still swinging for the fences when he would cut off the cage with Casey Kenny. When he cut him off, he swung.
Yeah, and but the thing is, sometimes he wins by split decisions, very, very slight. Like, remember when Cheeto Vera got racist with him? Remember?
No. What is?
When he beat Cheeto, he called him, like, he was saying Chinese things to him or something, but race, like, about his eyes or something.
That's fucked up. You don't do that shit, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, fuck Cheeto, but
take
Cheeto's
your loss
back
like
now.
a man.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People live and learn.
Yeah.
He was mad he lost.
Yeah.
So he felt like he won because it was a split decision too.
Yeah. So moving on, we got Tisha Torres taking on Angela Hill for the second time. What did you think about this fight?
What the fuck did I tell you, motherfucker?
That history will repeat itself.
What happened? History repeat itself.
It did.
Angela Hill actually looked fucking terrible against Tisha Torres.
She looked scared.
Yeah, like she just looked very timid. Just looked like shit.
Yeah. Tisha Torres came out swinging for the fences. I mean, I've never seen her strike and look that well. Never. Like, she went back to the drawing board and uploaded an upgrade on her striking. Like, it was crazy. She was not playing. The kicks were on point. The aggression was on point. I mean, she was slipping and ripping to the body. It was great, man. I mean, Angela Hill just was not on that level. And Tisha Torres looked like a damn champion almost. She was whipping her ass.
She looked determined for sure.
She did.
She had determination going. Another decision win for the females. Now, first round submission for our boy Vicente Luque, who literally was defending. Shit. He was defending for most of that whole fucking round.
He was getting his ass whipped. I mean, when Michael Chiesa took him down and got on his back,
cut his eye too.
Yeah.
Chiesa.
Yeah. He got on his back. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. He's going to hold him this round. He's going to wear him out. But Chiesa kept going for submissions. And I'm like, that's not, no, don't do that, man. Vicente's good on the ground. You don't want to do that. And then Vicente started to turn the tables, reversed transition, and then Doris choke. Vicente snatches up on Michael Chiesa's neck. Man, Michael Chiesa could not get out of that Doris choke and is forced to tap out immediately. Submission round 1. Like, wow.
Look, I had it right except for the wrong person, all right? Chiesa almost got that first round rear naked choke.
He did. I thought
the funny thing is when I was scrolling through TikTok, and I wish I would have saved it or liked it or whatever, because I talked about it on stream and people were like, where's it at? And I can't find it. But somebody made a TikTok. It was like, Vicente Luque tapped. And then they like zoomed in where it's like, and I'm like, dude, that's debatable a little bit, bro. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like these people, do they fake taps to get out to make people loosen up? You know what I mean?
That's very possible. If you're like, and then don't hit another time, like maybe, but Michael Chiesa doesn't seem like the person that he would loosen up. Like he seems like he would put it on tighter just in spite. But I don't know. Vicente Luque comes out looking like $1 million here, man.
Chiesa does not tap, or does he?
I don't think he does. I think he just goes. Well, he tapped on this one.
He taps on this one, but remember that was the thing. He said he don't tap.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. He tapped on that one
against Kevin Lee.
You could see it too, like when he got the Doris and the hip slid out, and then he tried to turn into the choke to get out of it, and he couldn't. Oh, panic set in, and you seen his hips and his legs twitch real fast, and you're like, oh no, it's over. And then within
the funniest
5 seconds, he's tapping.
The funniest thing was Kevin was asking me in that situation.
Yeah.
He's saying, which way does he need to turn? And I'm like, I have fucking no idea.
He needs to post. Ricky. Yeah, he needs to post on his arm that's trapped by Vicente and turn into the choke to gain air, and he just couldn't do it because Vicente had it on too tight. He had it on way too tight.
It was awesome, and I look forward to seeing Vicente Luque fight again.
Fuck yeah, man.
Pedro Munoz had a great performance against a legend.
God, that whole, I was so excited. I could not control myself. I was sitting there watching Aldo, and it was like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then the leg kicks come. Oh man, when he kicked his leg and it went all the way across his body, I was like, yes, vintage Aldo coming back. I was so happy, and then. And then the second round where he would like counter, run a little bit, stutter step, come back in with like a 6-piece combo, and then kick his leg. I was like, oh my God, he's even better than before. The boxing is so much more crisp. And now he's throwing leg kicks back in. Oh, just
135 seems to be a little better for him, huh?
yeah, it does. He's properly sized there. He's not a little 135er. He's a natural 135er, or of an evenly matched 135er for the division. 145, he was hard making weight, but he's short, so he doesn't have like the length that you need to hit guys. You get these 6'4" or 6'2" 145ers, they're gonna pick you apart.
Yeah, well, there's rumors that, or people are just trying to put it out there, Aldo versus McGregor rematch.
As much as I want that rematch, I'm sure Aldo wants that rematch too. But he would be doing himself a disservice to take that against Conor. He doesn't need the money. He only thing he would be fighting for is to erase the loss on his record. And he would have to go up 2 weight classes to even start to think about it. Because Conor's never going to make 45 again. He would only go to 55. And look, it just wouldn't work. Aldo's really small for that division. And I think it would last longer. I mean, it statistically should, but
yeah, but is it the weight or is it the person? Because really, they could just say it's open weight challenge.
But and
Aldo can come and weigh in without having to cut weight, and so could McGregor if he wanted to.
Right, but it takes me right back to my statement that I said earlier. Aldo's a shorter guy with not a lot of length. Like, he doesn't have the reach.
So he wouldn't have to cut weight to make 155, really.
No, not much weight at all.
That's what I'm saying. So why not?
Well,
like, what's the big deal? He already fought him at 45.
The big deal is that he doesn't have that power. Like, if I'm normally a 135er and I'm hitting a 155er who's normally a 170, all my power goes out the window. Completely. All my power just goes out the window.
Oh shit, Peacemaker.
Peacemaker!
Yeah, we was talking about you earlier, how you was dead on about Chiesa.
Call Vicente Luque from the jump. It was great.
I told him you said it was a darts, but we found out you said ankle lock or whatever.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Thanks for the subscribe.
No, seriously, thank you for the support.
And look, like I said, you're losing so much power with Aldo. If he was to go up weight classes, that he would have to beat him with speed, and honestly, they're evenly matched in speed. The only difference is that Aldo would be kicking legs now, and I don't know about you, but you're not gonna break a titanium leg. I mean, that's what Conor has now. He's got a rod in his fucking shin, and his lead leg.
If I'm Jose Aldo rematching, say, I don't think he's gonna win. If I'm Aldo and I'm rematching McGregor,
yeah,
I'm doing nothing else, other than going for that man's back immediately.
Right? Yeah, take him down and choke him out.
Make him tap.
Yeah,
that's it. And just to say to everybody, bitch, I'm better than him.
But man, it would be fun. It would be fun. I'd like to see Aldo take on. I mean, Aldo called out Dillashaw. That's a damn good call out. I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see Aldo take on Rob Font though, because I think that's more of a possibility than Dillashaw. Dillashaw's a nice lofty claim, and if it happens, great. But I think the more safer bet would be against Rob Font.
And I wouldn't mind him fighting Sean O'Malley, circus show. You know, maybe he hasn't reached the Jose Aldo level yet, but fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, but if you're going to drop down,
It's not dropping any weight.
No, I'm not saying dropping any weight. I'm saying drop down like in the rankings to fight Sean. Sean's a bigger name, yeah, but he hasn't fought anybody with any substantial notoriety. I mean, he fought Cheeto, and he lost. Aldo beat Cheeto.
But in this instance, it's more about his popularity getting him a better fight.
True, and if I'm taking that, I'm taking Cruz. If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna try and fight Dominic Cruz, and make that a bigger fight because I'll get more money for that fight.
Yeah, and some of the things that Cruz was saying during the fight kind of felt like he was wanting to set up that fight.
Oh my God, yes, that would be awesome for Cruz. That would be number one. If I was Cruz, I'd be like, I want that dude right now, because Cruz is like number 9.
Yeah, Cruz was talking about how back in the WEC days when they were both champs or something or whatever.
Yeah, Cruz was 135 and Aldo was 145 champ.
Yeah,
it was great. I remember those days. And that's the other thing. I want to put this on the podcast, put this out in YouTube land or whatever. Aldo has to be considered one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Okay.
He won the title in 2009. 2009 is when he won his title. Kept his title all the way up to when Conor beat him. And now he's down a weight class, not up a weight class as he's older.
What year was that, by the way?
That he lost?
Saying all these numbers. Yeah.
He lost to Conor in 2013? 14?
2015.
Oh, it was close. Okay, yeah. 2015. So from 2009 to 2015, he was the champ. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy run.
I like Jose Aldo.
Crazy run. And now he's not only is he getting older, but he's getting better because he dropped a weight class and now he's back again looking for a title. It's 2021. Say what?
Who did Aldo beat for the belt? Faber or Mike Brown?
He beat Mike Brown for the belt.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he beat Mike Brown for the belt, and then Faber challenged him, and Faber got his leg just demolished.
They could do that rematch just for fun.
Oh my God, he's still Faber. I seen the embedded, the behind the scenes. He came up to Aldo, and Aldo's still saying he's sorry about his leg. He's like, I'm sorry I hurt your leg. I'm sorry. He's like, that dude's a class act, man. He's still apologizing to me about my leg. I mean, that leg looked purple, black, and blue from like his hip down to his ankle. It was ridiculous. He was on crutches for like 3 weeks. It's crazy. Off of leg kicks, man. Leg kicks. It was crazy. And that was before calf kicks were a thing. I mean, he was hitting people's thighs with them things, man. It was great.
Yeah.
But I just have to say, Aldo, even though he's my favorite fighter, he has to be considered one of the best of all time.
Go.
100%. Best of all time, Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
So that was the co-main event. Jose Aldo put on a freaking clinic and came out in the 3rd round even better than he did in the 1st round. I mean, as soon as the bell rang, he walks out and hits Pedro Munoz with a 6-punch combination as fast as like 2 seconds. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, and then backed up. It was great, dude. I was so impressed with Jose Aldo. So impressed. Can't wait for Jose's next fight. So next up, we got the main event. Derrick Lewis taking on Ciryl Gane. What did you think about this fight? How did you see it going? Because you had Lewis. So I want to know how you felt about Lewis falling ill to Ciryl Gane. How did you feel when Gane beat the shit out of Derrick Lewis?
I expected this, but I thought that Derrick Lewis was going to pull a fucking trick out of his sleeve But he just got fucked up. But that's what I expected. I expected him to get fucked up until he knocked him out. Just so happened Derrick Lewis kind of, his heart might be in question. I've seen a lot of people talking shit on him saying he gave up. I don't know about that, but I do know that the better fighter definitely won that night.
I don't think Derrick gave up. I think Derrick was outclassed. The footwork alone, he couldn't hit him. He had to literally run at him with a right hand cocked, ready to go. And it just you're not gonna get Ciryl Gane with stuff like that. Ciryl Gane's footwork, the way he was cutting angles, kicking the body, keeping him out at the end of his jabs. I mean, and the way he would get Lewis to follow him and not cut the cage off, and how he would slowly work him into the cage, like he would back up to the cage and slowly drift off, and as soon as Derrick would be near the cage, he'd cut the cage off and push him up against the cage and beat him up, man. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, and he was throwing everything. Throwing fucking elbows, knees, flying knees, fucking punches, kicks. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't letting up. He was not letting up. That's what I like about Gane.
Yeah. And yes, I agree with Peacemaker. Very composed, very mature. He didn't like go in for the kill when he wasn't overly aggressive, I should say. Wasn't overly aggressive. He was right there. He was in the moment. When he seen his opportunity, he took it, walked him down. He didn't run him down. And he made him pay. He made him pay. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about now, like Lewis, what does he do from here? And also, we kind of knew that Lewis wasn't the best fighter in the world, but how many times can a person get lucky and it still be considered luck? Like, that was so weird about Derrick, is like you were saying, he's losing the fight up until he hits you, and then he's winning.
Well, it's not luck. It's he's playing to his strength, and that's his power.
But like Volkov beat him all 5 rounds until he got clipped. Curtis Blades was beating him all those 2 or 3 rounds, and then he got that uppercut. Like, I understand that some of the time he gets lucky with that, but it all can't be luck. And if it's not luck, it's got to be skill. So he has some skill. So why can't he put more weapons in his arsenal? Like, I just didn't understand that.
I just feel like this is a style he wants to be able to do with the lifestyle that he wants to do.
Yeah.
And that's why he chooses to be a character, because he knows that his skills alone will not keep him relevant.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's like he's doing the best he can.
Yeah.
Just leave Derrick Lewis alone.
So what do you want
Balls are hot.
So what do you want to see with Derrick Lewis? Do you want to see him come back and fight some more, or do you want to see him step away for a while?
No, have him fight somebody.
Have him fight somebody? Who would you have him fight?
I don't know. Somebody hasn't fought yet. Did he fight Tabera yet?
Tabora?
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's a big drop. I mean, going from number
Tabora
one.
been looking good, bro. What you fucking mean?
It's still a drop, dude. Like, you're dropping how far? So
You just took a fucking badass L, yo. You got stopped.
yeah,
Rosenstrike's out there.
Rosenstruik's a good fight. I like that. Maybe not Tabora, but I mean Rosenstruik.
Fuck you. Give Tabora a chance, bro. Give fucking Tabora a chance, bro.
Okay, God. Give Tabora a chance. For me, I think Derrick Lewis needs to step away.
He beat Tabora before. He knocked him out in the 3rd round.
I think Derrick Lewis needs to get like his own show, or color commentate for like a fight or two. See how he likes it. Maybe do an analyst thing.
He could do a Robin Big thing.
Yeah,
he just does weird shit.
Something
Reality
funny.
show.
Something funny, but not. Not. He shouldn't fight. He should definitely take some time off.
I don't mind his fights. Are you talking like you just hate his fights?
No, I don't hate his fights. I like his fights. I think Derrick Lewis as a fighter needs to get better. I think he just needs to get better. I think he needs to,
so hold on. Him versus Gian Vellante, who wins?
him.
Well, there you go. That's enough for me.
Okay, I mean he's not terrible, but
Him versus Tai Tuivasa.
I don't know. That's the same fighter.
Not really. I feel like Lewis beats his ass.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a slugfest for the first 40 seconds, and then we'll see how it goes. If it goes past 40 seconds, Lewis is going to win because he's got more cardio. But either person will win in the 40 seconds. And
what about Derrick Lewis versus Derek Minner?
I hope Derrick Lewis wins, but I don't know. Derek Minner's pretty fast. He might win. He might hit him 17 times before Derek can cock that arm back. I mean, who knows? Derek Minner's tough. But Ciryl Gane's the real deal, man. He is the real deal. You cannot deny that now.
I still don't want to call him champ over just beating fucking Lewis.
And neither does he. He says he's not the champ because Francis is still out there.
Yeah, and there's other people he could fight. Derrick Lewis was his highest name.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you think Gane should fight more people before he fights Francis?
My opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you have him fight next?
Stipe Miocic.
Okay. Stipe's a good fight for him. I like that fight. I don't think it's going to happen because the fight to make is Gane versus Ngannou, and I think they need to do it in France. And I think Ciryl Gane beats Francis.
You out of your damn mind, bro.
I think it happens. I'm calling it right now. Ciryl Gane beats Francis Ngannou.
You are out of your mind. Even Francis is saying, when you know, you know. He's trained with him, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And did you see that? Did you see that training video? I mean, you can't put too much into it, but Ciryl Gane hits Francis with a nasty elbow. A nasty elbow. Like, Francis didn't see it coming at all. See, Wolfman's with me. He knows. Gane will beat Francis.
Nah.
He's
I'm with the no. I know my boy Francis is gonna fucking put Gane's lights the fuck out.
I don't know. Francis is just... Think about it this way. Okay? Don't look at their reputations at all. Just look at their records. Okay? Gane has 22 kickboxing fights. He's won titles in kickboxing a lot. Then he comes into MMA and is undefeated. Francis has been defeated twice.
That's a wiser fighter. He learned from them losses.
But Gane's the more experienced fighter. Gane's the more methodical fighter. Gane knows footwork. Francis is just learning about footwork. Francis is just learning that a fight is not just 3 punches and then it's over. Francis is just learning that. Gane has already learned those lessons. That's why I say Gane will beat Francis because he's more experienced and he's more cerebral than him. Peacemaker, I don't doubt that Francis learned some street fighting, but this ain't street fighting. This is MMA.
I think you're wrong. I think that the power of Francis is a lot different than the power of fucking Derrick Lewis, and the ability to hit him is probably a lot better with Francis. I think that Francis will connect and will knock him out. I mean, it's just different.
I get that. I get
And
that.
you're talking about a training where he caught him with a nasty elbow, but it's like Francis ain't gonna train like he's trying to take his fucking head off.
I'm not
I
putting
mean,
I'm not putting all my eggs in that training videos basket. What I'm saying is that Gane is a more experienced fighter than Francis. He has more reps than Francis. So I think
well, maybe not. Maybe Francis was out there fighting in the streets every day for his life.
that's possible, but doubtful. It's possible, but doubtful. I'm just saying that what Gane demonstrated against Derrick Lewis was how to beat a guy with a one trick. And let's face it, Francis is a one trick pony, just like Derrick Lewis.
Hell no, he's got fucking submissions and stuff on his record.
Who'd he submit? Who'd he submit?
Did he Kimura fucking someone?
Please look this up. Somebody please look
Was it
this
the
up.
wrestler, bro? Was it
Please
what's his
look
name?
this up.
Blades. Did he Kimura Blades or something?
Francis Ngannou, Kimura gave a Kimura to Blades. Standing Gilly.
Too.
Oh my God.
So don't be calling Francis no one trick pony.
I'm
right?
still calling him a one trick pony. Still calling him that.
Hell no. You got your damn.
Because what's your first thought when you think of Francis? Power. Knockout power.
He's got 4 fucking submissions out of his 16 wins. 4 of them by submission.
Right.
Okay, the last time he submitted somebody
Uh-huh.
was a Kimura to Anthony Hamilton
Who the hell
in
is Anthony?
2016.
Who's Anthony Hamilton? Isn't he a singer?
Singer.
He's a singer, right?
Yeah. He won by a guillotine choke,
Charlene!
arm triangle choke, and an armbar. So he's versed in his submissions. He's not just doing one submission.
Right. Right. And when's the last time Ciryl Gane submitted somebody? 2 fights ago?
Well, I will say that Ngannou is never... every
just-
time he's won, he's finished.
Yeah.
Every time he's lost, he lost by decision.
Right. Right. I'm just saying that Gane is more cerebral and he will stick to the game plan. Francis will deviate from the game plan if he gets frustrated.
Francis has got more fucking savage in him.
That may be true, but as we've learned, savagery will only carry you so far. And when you come up against a guy like Ciryl Gane, savagery will not do the job. You need more. You need a plan. You need skill.
You're literally forgetting the Francis we just seen
Against Stipe.
beat the shit out of Stipe. Fucking sprawl like you've never seen out wrestled Stipe.
Oh, I'm not forgetting that. I'm not forgetting that. I'm saying he's got great takedown defense. He's got great takedown defense. That was an unbelievable sprawl. And it totally deflated Stipe. And once that totally deflated Stipe came back, he got pieced up. He got beat up with a left hook that was from hell. I'm not saying that Francis is a bad fighter. I'm saying Gane's a better one.
I'm not on it. I'm not on that train yet.
Oh man, Gane is such a better fighter. I can't wait. I can't wait for that fight. And then a few ticks back, Wolfman were saying, or Peacemaker were saying, what about Jon Jones versus Stipe? Do you think that fight gets made? Do you think that who wins that fight?
What's it again?
Stipe versus Jon Jones. Stipe Miocic.
I don't think that Jon Jones is gonna fight Stipe, bro.
Well, who do you got Jon Jones fighting? If he ever fights again.
It's gonna be something weird. He's gonna wait for the perfect moment at the perfect time. He's just waiting, dude.
Yeah, I'm with Peacemaker on this one. I think Jon Jones is done.
Yeah, but if he's waiting for that diamond in the rough fight. I think
He's waiting for a payday.
Exactly.
He's waiting for a big payday, and if you stay out of MMA for so long, you don't get that big payday just coming back. It's just, I mean, very few people. I mean, the Diaz brothers do it, but I don't see Jon Jones working that way because his last, 3 or 4 fights, he's all won them, but he's won them by split decisions. I mean, it was
first of all, that's incorrect.
Okay. Prove me wrong.
Second of all, everyone knows Jon Jones. He's a well-known. He has the star power to just stay relevant.
And so is Conor, right? But everybody's talking about he's irrelevant.
He is relevant. People still would watch his fights. Still,
I understand that, but he's losing his stock. The longer you sit out, the further your stock drops. Right or wrong?
Depends what you're doing on the outside.
Come on, man. Like, look at Nick Diaz. He's been away from the game for 5 years. He's coming back. He's coming back to fight Robbie Lawler, right? I don't care about that fight, and I don't know of any people that do care about that fight.
Yeah, but you're talking about for the ranking system that we don't even believe in.
No, I'm talking about relevancy.
That they're relevant. Do you know how many people are fucking pumped for that fight?
I don't know anybody pumped for that fight.
I fucking talked to multiple people, and you know what? I kind of am too.
You're pumped. Like, what pumps you up for that fight?
First fight was awesome. Now that we get to see him as old men.
It was 17 years ago.
Huh?
It was 17 years ago.
Okay, that's cool. That's probably one of the first in history to do that.
But like, who wants to fight somebody 17 years later? Like,
you know how many fucking old school fans, like old school casuals who don't really watch anymore, are gonna turn in because Nick Diaz is fucking fighting again.
And just like all the old school fans that tuned in before when Ken Shamrock took on Kimbo Slice, they're gonna be very disappointed.
I don't think we will be.
I think we will be.
You know why?
Nick is an underdog, and Nick will not win. I think Nick loses.
I think it's gonna be an awesome fight.
I don't know. And my point being is the longer you stay out, the less people want to see you. And Jon Jones is talking 2022. I get that. Cool, whatever. Let's see what happens.
Popped again, bro.
Huh?
I think Jones popped again, and they're just kind of calling it like he needs to be out for a while.
Yeah.
Legit. I think that's why all the hype of Jon Jones returning, I think he popped again, and they just keep doing the hush.
Can they do that?
Yeah, because he's got the picograms and shit. They're gonna say they're analyzing it and shit.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have to publish who gets tested in some form or fashion?
I think that it's. I think they can hold that information. I don't know.
I'm curious now, but I mean, I think Jon Jones would fight Stipe, and if he did, I think he would lose. I think Jon Jones would lose, but again, that's me, and I'm really biased because I don't like Jon Jones. So I want to hear what you would think. If Stipe fought Jon Jones, who would win?
All right. Well, real quick though, with the Nick Diaz, I hope they show the fight right before that on the program. The original fight. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it ain't that long. You could show that fight.
I think that Jon Jones would probably win a decision win over Stipe with controlling the cage, leg kicks, and just keeping the center of the octagon, putting him against the cage. You know, just a little bit of dirty grappling, dirty boxing type style.
Yeah.
I think that's how Jones beats Stipe.
So, this is the other thing we got to take into consideration too. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just want you to take into consideration some stuff. Jon Jones is coming from 205. He put on 30 or 40 pounds, right? So that puts him at 247, right? Stipe is going to come in at what, 257? I mean, do you think that that weight difference will play a factor?
I think to the baddest motherfucker in the world, weight don't mean a thing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you make a valid point for that, but I think if you're going to grapple somebody, you want somebody to be, around your size. I mean, look at Ciryl Adesanya. He's kind of built like Jon Jones. It went up to 205, a little bit out of his weight class. And the heavier guy laid on him, he couldn't do nothing.
I think Jones doesn't look small or feel small against Stipe, no matter what the weight is.
Right, I agree with you, Pacemaker. Stipe weighed in at 234, but he said he wanted to put on.
You agree with his fact?
He went. Well, whatever,
I agree with the fact you just presented, Wolfman.
Okay, he weighed 234, but he's going to come in a little bit heavier. He said he wanted to put on some weight.
Peacemaker.
He's going to put on some weight. So, I mean, I guess that's what he said. That's what he said. I got to take him at his word.
Man, I think Stipe needs to fight Gane.
Yeah. That'd be I like that matchup for Gane better than the Francis fight.
Yeah.
I mean, those two match up better than the Francis.
That'll prove it more.
It would definitely prove it more. And I think that would be a better fight for everybody. But
yeah,
the casuals are gonna say, "Hey, I want to see the big crazy guy."
They'll say it's only fair. He's a champ and he's a champ.
Yeah.
Like, no, the fuck he's not. He's no one.
That's why this fight shouldn't have been for a title, because now the only fight to make is Francis. If the title wasn't in the picture, then you could really legitimately have these conversations with Stipe, with Curtis, with whoever. But you're limiting yourself now, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But man, how cool would it be if they got Francis and Ciryl Gane to go in France? That'd be awesome.
Dude, I don't give a shit about where they do it. What the fuck's so cool about France?
Because to just get it legalized.
Hear a bunch of wee wees and shit in the back. Not woo.
Well, I mean,
Rick for their woos, not wee wee.
But I mean, just to get something legalized, like it was a big deal to get it in Madison Square Gardens,
Hashtag legalize meth.
But they spend all this money, they spend all this time getting it legalized in France, and then, what is it? A year later, you have 2 French champions. I mean, that's a great story, man.
Yeah, audit Herb Dean.
Okay. Audit Herb Dean. Yeah.
Are they actually both from France?
Yeah.
I thought they said they were from Africa, bro.
Ciryl Gane was born in France. Francis Ngannou was born in Cameroon. And that's in
Cameroon.
That's in Africa, but he moved to France and trained in France with Ciryl Gane.
When was he digging in the sand?
In Cameroon, when he was a child.
Then that motherfucker ain't French.
But he speaks French.
I think a lot of Africans do. Isn't that like one of the things over there?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, oh man,
baguettes.
Jesus Christ! God help me, man. God help me.
So what do you think about these refs? By the way, do you think?
I'm glad these new ones are coming through.
Because somebody says audit Herb Dean. What do you think about these refs? Do you think that they're under the do you think they're under the money or whatever? Do you think
they're on the take?
In sometimes
100%. 100%.
Who do you think? Do you think all of them are corrupted or just a few?
Just a few. Just a few. I think we all know that
What,
we all know Yamasaki was definitely corrupted, and it would
Yamasaki was corrupted?
yeah,
You think he was corrupted? Why?
because he looked the other way for fighter safety.
That just seems like he's just a bro, wants to just bleed type of guy.
But okay, I'm also thinking that Goddard is on the take too. Herb definitely.
No, you know who's on the take and got caught?
Who?
Mazzagatti, bro. Because of the fucking, he probably had money on Hamill or something, yo.
Yeah, he did ask a deaf guy if he could hear him. I mean,
You know what I mean?
that's pretty fucked up. That is fucked up. All right. Yeah, Mazzagatti definitely on the take, and it wouldn't surprise me if Herb was, as long as he'd been in the.
Herb is 100%, and he's a fucking thief.
He's a thief. I'm sure Backlog loves to hear that.
Herb Dean is not invited to the Thompson family reunion.
I bet not. No corn for Herb.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
we might smoke that herb, but we don't fuck with that herb.
But I definitely like to see the new refs that we were represented with were presented with UFC 265. I mean, that guy Rex and a couple other new refs that we've seen. I'm liking the new blood.
What about Mark Smith?
Mark Smith is a saint. Mark Smith is the best referee they have.
Better than
Keith Peterson, yes.
No, the other guy. The one I say is like bitch from fucking basketball.
Tyone?
What's his name?
Chris Tyone?
No, Tyone's your boyfriend.
Fuck you. The guy with the beard and mustache.
What the fuck is his name, bro?
I don't know. Cecil Peoples. You can kiss my whole ass, okay? I'll take something out of Dustin Poirier's fucking say. You can kiss my whole asshole with that fucking look like Cecil Peoples. Fuck you. I ain't that blind.
I can't remember what that ref's name is, bro.
I don't know either. Are you talking about the alien looking dude?
No, I remember Kevin Mall. That's an old school.
Right.
But this guy refs today, bro. He like still refs.
He still refs.
He's like a little dark brown haired guy.
Keith Peterson.
No, Keith Peterson is not dark brown. It's like light brown or something.
Okay.
And he talks like that. That's Keith Peterson.
Right. Yamasaki.
He ain't got no tats. He just looks normal, yo. How do y'all not know this guy, bro?
I don't know.
He looks like Google bitch off of basketball. He looks just like bitch, yo.
Just looks like bitch. Okay.
Bitch and then basketball.
Okay. It's just Google UFC refs. I mean,
dude, I don't know the fucking ref's name, bro. Hell no. Beltron's fucking cool, though.
yeah, Mike Beltran. He's awesome.
All right.
What you got? What you got?
Refs. Fucking, the name escapes me, dude.
Oh my god.
Mario Yamasaki, Steve Mazzagatti, Kevin Mulhall, Yves Levine, Josh Rosenthal. No, Josh Rosenthal was the bald dude. Leon Roberts, I like him. Kevin McDonald, I can't remember. Oh yeah, he's got the weird.
Mark
Dan
Smith.
Mergolati, Jason Herdog, yo, or Herzog.
Herzog. Jason Herzog.
That's him. That's him. That's the guy I'm talking about. And thank you, Tragic. I didn't see that you wrote that. I was
Herzog.
like scouring the fucking list of them.
Yeah. I still say Mark Smith's the best because he's the ones you hardly hear any of his stuff come into question. Hardly any of it.
Dude, honestly though, Kevin made a good point, and I really feel like it's true.
Okay, and what's that?
Yves Levine, however you say his name.
Yeah.
He is the best ref. You never hear no controversy with him. he's never trying to be part of the fucking show where he's not trying to be like some. Well, I'm the guy that does the heart. He's just him. He's there to ref.
Right.
He's fucking the ref, dude. Everybody else has personality. Ease Levine doesn't. There's no personality there.
You know who else didn't have personality?
Who?
Kate Winslow.
Yeah, well, Kate Winslow had a thing for tragic, and then fucking retired from being a ref and became a model, according to Wolfman, I believe.
What? Oh shit.
That was a mouthful, huh? She's a model now, right?
Oh, tragic.
You got her on Facebook.
Tragic. Let me know how that went, yo. Come on. Don't hold out on us. Come on, Tragic.
She said happy birthday to Tragic, bro.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
That's funny.
And I mean in more ways than one.
Oh, really? Go ahead, Tragic.
Birthday
I know how.
Sex. Tragic
Man.
dog.
I knew you got that press pass for doing something. Now I know.
Watch out, he's got a thing for refs. Watch out, Ricky.
I ain't putting the stripes on no more. I'm done. Oh man, that's funny. Well, what about this? Can we get onto your stream? I mean, there's no fights this weekend, so I want to talk about this whole AI versus AI stream you did the other day. It looked pretty cool. Looked like you had a lot of fun. I seen your post up about it. What happened?
So what we do is we can put on any match. It can be anybody from heavyweight all the way down. But a lot of times you put on rematch. Like the main event was Daniel Cormier taking on Dan Henderson.
How'd that go?
And I ain't gonna lie, your boy Daniel Cormier armbarred fucking Hendo in the first round. I was pretty upset.
As well he should.
But there was a lot of fun fights. I did the Diaz bros fighting each other.
Yeah.
I did a fight I did for you was Yair Rodriguez taking on Zabit.
And who won?
Zabit won with a submission. No, a knockout, I believe. I can't remember. I'd have to look again. I got a screenshot. I posted it on Instagram. But who else was it? We got Dillashaw Dotson rematch. Do you know who won that one?
No, who won?
Fucking Dotson, third round knockout, bro. Knocked him out again, bro. He knocked him out in real life.
That's awesome.
Belfort knocked out fucking Bisping third round with a kick to the head.
Who did?
Vitor Belfort.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cejudo fucking subbed Lesnar instantly.
That's
pretty
awesome.
Fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
Gaethje was getting the shit kicked out of him by Chandler.
Yeah.
And fucking and just knocked out fucking Chandler out of nowhere in the second round.
Wow.
Worst fight of the night was the rematch between Punk and Gall. Punk won by decision, but it was just a trash fight.
So did you do any like funny fights like Action Bronson taking on Dana White?
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I told him Cejudo subbed Lesnar in the first round. Another fight I did, there's a couple more fights I'll just tell you. Tate versus GDR. Misha Tate won by decision. She was actually leading with leg kicks and stuff to GDR.
Nice.
Severin beat Gracie with a decision, and it's because he was mostly using his wrestling to stay on top. But they both went for submissions and stuff, and Severin was using his ground and pound too as well. Gracie was just going for submissions and stuff. Valentina Shevchenko beat Nunes in a third round knockout.
Yes, that's how it should go down. Shevchenko is.
Dude, I'm trying to think of a system I want to do, but like Kevin is going to help me with doing we're going to do like a virtual Fight Pick Championship.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where we just do it for fun and everybody can just pick who they think's going to win for the week.
Awesome.
But I'm also thinking of a system. Maybe like sometimes I'll let people choose a fight to put on.
Yeah.
But maybe if you're into it, I mean, I don't want to I don't want to hold you up too long and do it on the podcast unless you want to. But sometime soon we can come up with a card where everybody can we can all watch it on like Friday or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man, I'm down for that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you want to do it here or if you want to just talk about it later.
We can talk about it later.
Okay.
I just wanted to know when's the next one you're gonna do, and
I think what I'm gonna do is probably like a Thursday night deal. I was
okay.
thinking about different days.
So is
I'm
that
not really sure
tomorrow?
what
I
day
mean, is
works.
that this Thursday coming up, or the following Thursday?
Yeah, I can do this Thursday.
This Thursday,
It don't
okay.
take long to make a card. It's literally it's as easy as just plugging it in.
Nice.
But I so what we'll do is like what I did last time is we're just betting with channel points. But eventually we'll have a thing just like Fight Pit Championship, to where people and we'll have like, and that will come within a week or two, maybe longer, depends on what's going on. But it will be able to tell you who's got the best percentage, for the virtual fights, which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing I've seen, which I don't know how long you want me to go on, but another thing I've seen midway through that fight or that fight card, we had my boy Slim Reno Sim Racing, that's his name on Twitch, and YouTube. He's like, hey, I got videos on YouTube. He had made Soldier Boy and made Bow Wow, the rappers,
Yeah.
and had him do a sim fight. So we took a fucking break midway through my card for that fight, and I called it.
That's
Who
awesome.
do you think would win, Soldier Boy or
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow?
Soldier Boy.
When and how?
I think third round knockout.
It was first round knockout, and I called it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But the thing is the video was long, so I kept saying first round knockout, and I'm like, dude, the video is too long. I was like, I'm gonna say fourth round knockout,
Yeah.
because I had that, but I kept saying, but I keep wanting to say first round. Somehow, the fucking video was long, but the first round, I think he might have real time or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Real quick. When you do this fight card next Thursday, right, or this
Okay.
Thursday coming up, you got to do me a
Okay.
favor and put this fight together. Yuri Prokaska, take it on Glover
Okay.
Teixeira. I want to see that fight.
Okay, that's easy.
That's a good fight. I want to see. I want to see that one.
Yeah, it's easy. We can have people put a whole card up and submit it.
Yeah.
Maybe I say all my subs can submit a card or something. I don't know.
Nice.
Something like that, where if you sub to my channel and you want to submit a fight, you can submit a fight.
Yeah.
I'll work out the details. I got to figure out what works best and what everybody thinks is fair. I think there's plenty that I can think is fair, but it's the viewers that, you know what I mean, that decide what's fair.
Yeah. Well, look, man, it's been fun. I think it's a good stopping point for tonight.
Hell yeah, man.
Tell everybody where they can find you one more time, and where they can find everything we do.
All right, so if you're looking for my personal Twitch, is twitch.tv/MMA_marks, MARKS.
Yeah.
And you can find me on any social media with that same tag. It's at MMA_marks. And I'm out to talk about anything. I'm out to have fun. I like looking at cool art that people make and stuff, and I'm just kind of throwing that out there. Now Ricky, on the other hand, you follow his social medias, Ricky_of_MMA_marks, something like that.
There you go. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like it.
Anyway, it's a little harder to find, but he will have good great highlights that are cool.
Yeah.
And it's like he likes arguing about the fights too. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with everybody, but Ricky will go back and forth with you on these comments, bro. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just check us out on social media, and also follow the podcast. Subscribe to whatever you get your podcast. Even the guys that come here every week, do us a favor, download us, put us on your download list, just to give us boost points for our fucking podcast to make money.
Hell
Make
yeah.
sure you're downloading every episode that you can.
Rate,
Any
subscribe,
podcast
leave some
app.
comments. Check us out wherever you get your podcast: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. You name it, we're on it. Check us out, MMA Marks, MMAmarks.com, and MMA_Marks on pretty much all social media. I'm Ricky, he's Buddy, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
See ya.